Dear gentlemen, welcome here in Frankfurt, live streaming from the Frankfurt airport for a special event of the first commercial takeoff of the A321F. Yeah, unfortunately, the weather is not that good, but we're pretty happy to have this nice aircraft here in Frankfurt, and yeah, we planned a lot of nice things for you. For especially, for example, we do have a lot of guests and interviews. We have a lot of emotions, of course, and yeah, I would say we just start with the CEO of Lufthansa Cargo.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome also from my side here at rainy Frankfurt Airport. It's a great day today for our customers and also for the collaboration within the group. Let me start with the customers. I guess you know us, Lufthansa Cargo. We are a long-haul operator. Usually we connect intercontinentally destinations. But there has been a time when we were flying also within the continent, and that was actually a postal operations. So there was this famous Nachtpoststern, so nightly postal operation. But it was never a pure play freight operation, so during the days, those aircraft flew for the passengers, and during the night, there were bags on the passenger seats with mail in there. So that operation has been flying for quite a while and to quite a few destinations, but it ended in the 2000s. And it's a long time now since we last did it. Today is a really nice, great day, even if the weather doesn't quite look like it. A day where we start again a pure play freighter operations on the continental network. And we're very proud to start this business. So why are we doing it? Well, we see that there's an increased demand from customers within Europe for very fast connections. Yeah, okay. And that's what air freight is always about. So connecting, in this case, economies very fast. That could be, for example, from the Nordics or from Great Britain, somewhere to mainland Europe, or from Frankfurt all the way to Madrid or Lisbon. So it's the longer routes that just need faster transports for some goods. And the one segment that is growing very fast is the e-commerce segment, but there are also others, for example, spare parts or other very time-sensitive goods. You are for sure aware that we are also a belly operator. So we sell the belly holes of Lufthansa, of Austrian Airlines, of Brussels Airlines, Eurowings Discover and Sun Express. And in these belly holes, we actually started the first e-commerce shipments. But as we worked with e-tailers and some larger of them, we realized that the little space that you have in the belly hold of a continental aircraft is just not enough for e-commerce needs. And that is why we were lucky to get the decision to really start into this short-haul network, short and medium network, also on the continental fleet. And I guess that you're also aware that for Lufthansa, it is very important to also look at sustainability. And the group has set some very ambitious targets, for example, to halve our CO2 emissions by 2030. And it's not so easy to get there. We are one of these hard-to-abate industries. And we do offer a number of solutions to our customers. So, for example, to reduce CO2 even before flying and within the sector by using sustainable aviation fuels. Or we offer compensation possibilities to take CO2 out of the air after the flight. These are options that we offer to our customers. But even more importantly, we try to offer our customers the solution that produces the least CO2. So we try to always keep the CO2 footprint the smallest. On our long-haul fleet, that's already happening. We do only fly a 777 fleet, and this fleet is the most CO2 efficient fleet flying. And the same is true here now for the A321 Freighter. In terms of CO2 footprint per kilogram transported, it's again the most sustainable way of flying. And we're very proud to offer this solution to our customers and look forward to working with them. So these are the reasons for why it's a good day for our customers, but it's also a very good day for collaboration. And starting such a new operations needs some friends, I would say. Yeah, so we are a long-haul operator, And we wanted to keep that focus on our capabilities in the long haul. And we have a number of sister and brother companies that do other types of operations, and CityLine is one of them. And CityLine was now the carrier of choice for us to operate the short-haul freighters. And they were not the only ones in the group to help us. So, for example, aircraft procurement is also something that we don't do specifically at Lufthansa Cargo, but it's a group function. So thanks a lot to those colleagues as well, of course. But I think you at CityLine, you've had the most work to get this done, and also in a very short time frame, because the decision to even get into this segment was not even taken a year ago, and there it is already ready for flying. Thank you, Jens Fehlinger and your team for a great effort and a super support, so very much appreciated. And we look forward to doing this together with you.
Yes, sure. So thank you, Dorothea. It's like you mentioned, it's a great day for the customers, it's a great day for Lufthansa Group, and of course, it's also a great day for us at Lufthansa CityLine. Yeah, we are very much looking forward to the inaugural flight today. And in our history, it's now it marks the very first time for us as well to operate a fully freighter aircraft. We have had many, like you mentioned, corporations within Lufthansa Group, and we are more than happy to team up now with Lufthansa Cargo to tap into this new segment also for us, and to make a great start for this cargo operations in cooperation with you and the train team. So you mentioned it. It has been not a long lead time. Huh? So no. We started around 7 months ago, and we were able as a team to bring this aircraft into the air within those 7 months. We very accompanied the transition of a 200-seat passenger aircraft into a fully freighter carrying up to 28 tons within those 7 months, being built in Singapore and then bringing it back here to Frankfurt, and we are happy to start it today. So we built on our strength. I think we mutually fitted together perfectly, you from the market side, we with our operational expertise and our project expertise in bringing those aircrafts in. And like you mentioned, it has been a last-minute effort from our team, and at this point, a very, very big thank you for all the efforts of the Lufthansa Cargo team, of the Lufthansa CityLine team. I think it came together and it delivered up to the day. You also mentioned that it's not just a first flight for Lufthansa Cargo, but also the aircraft itself. It's the first of a kind which is registered in Germany, the second of its kind registered in Europe, and only the seventh in the world as an A321 Freighter, and it really marks a step forward in terms of sustainability and efficiency. You mentioned about the pallets we have in the lower deck, so really there's a big step forward also in the industry, and we are looking forward and we are very proud to be a part of this as well. So apart the obvious changes you see at the aircraft with the big cargo door, the structural changes, you can imagine that it has been quite a ride over the last 7 months to also simply get the aircraft approved with all the documentations behind it, which was very unique and new, not only in Germany but also for the European authorities. And I'm really glad that we made it until today to bring this first flight into the air together. So we are also proud to welcome our chief pilot Christian Hermann and Lisa Gunkel, our first officer, who will be flying the aircraft today to Dublin. They will be answering some more questions, some more details in the aircraft for you. And I'm sure today it's going to Dublin, but soon more will come and follow. And we are very happy to take a part of this. So, like you mentioned, we are also happy with the Lufthansa CityLine to contribute to our purpose in connecting people, cultures, and economies in that way. And now, after this lead time of 7 months and really hard work, we can't wait to see the freighter starting and get the freighter in the air. So I wish this freighter very many happy landings, the crews operating many happy landings, and I wish Lufthansa Cargo the best of success together with us for the next weeks, months, and years to come in this great cooperation. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much as well. Yeah.
So, thank you so much for your kind words, and just follow me.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, don't forget your umbrellas, because unfortunately
It's somehow rainy.
it's somehow rainy, yes,
A little
and a
bit.
bit freezing. So I hope it will be okay for you,
Absolutely.
Mrs. von Boxberg. There we go. So, and as you might know, every aircraft has a name, has a single name, and we're gonna reveal the name now. There we go. Mrs. von Boxberg to my right and Mr. Fellinger to my left. 3, 2, go!
So here you see it's called Hello Europe. And Hello Europe is just one of the many names, because we always try to say hello, to give greetings to the markets we fly to. So Jens mentioned it already. The purpose of the group is connecting people, cultures and economies. We want to build bridges. We want to build trust. We want people to get together and to get connected. And that is one more element to it. And I think it's very special now that we also know that this is not everywhere the place. So we do have a war in Europe, and that is something that is not only shocking us, but also affecting us deeply. And we have many colleagues who really want to do something and feel with the Ukrainian people.
Yeah, and what exactly can Lufthansa do for the Ukrainian people? How do you support them?
Yeah, we've got a number of initiatives, and so we have our own NGO, the Help Alliance, and the Help Alliance has teamed up with Deutsches Rotes Kreuz, so they're doing a collection of fundraising for Deutsches Rotes Kreuz, and it is with Lufthansa Cargo road feeder services that the goods are transported close to the border. Then there are also colleagues that have teamed up to collect goods that will be brought to Hungary next week. And also this aircraft will play a role in it. So it will be flying to Poland with some relief goods that we are collecting.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That sounds pretty good, especially at the, let's say at the start, to do something good for the Ukrainian people and to help Europe to connect. Thank you so much. And you just follow me. I don't know which camera might follow me now, because now we're gonna pick up the pilots. Let's see where they are hiding. Over there. There we go. Because we also invited the pilot crew that will fly this plane straight to Dublin. Hello. There you go. There you are. Just follow me. Let's go where it might be a little bit less raining. Are you nervous for the first flight?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit more excited than nervous.
Not my first flight after 40 years. So more than 40 years.
So you've been flying for more than 40 years now?
Yes.
Okay, but this is the first flight for you on a freighter?
Cargo flight. The first cargo flight, yeah.
Perfect,
in
okay.
my life. I flew a lot of other planes like turboprops, little jet, small jet planes, twin engines, 4-engine driven aircraft, long haul, short haul, and this is really the first freighter.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's just turn around so everyone
sorry.
can see you. No problem.
May I introduce my colleague? She's
Oh,
Lisa Gunkel.
Yes.
She's the first officer on this flight.
Yes.
I just hand the microphone over
Yeah.
to
Thank
you,
you very much.
so everybody can hear you. So, I mean, I'm a flight attendant as well, so I know this plane pretty well since 10 years now, when there are passengers inside. So that means there are passengers, there are seats, there are car bins. Yeah. So, how was it easy to transform this aircraft, this passenger aircraft, into a freighter? Do you know that?
On the
Easy.
technical side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just use the mic.
Yes.
Okay. No, it's better?
Yeah.
Okay. On the technical side, yes, the most spot you can see is obviously the windows, the passenger windows. They are all removed and have been plated from inside with metal sheets. And on the other side, we could see the main deck cargo door, which is a huge door, 3.60 m clear width and 2.10 m clear height.
Which wasn't there before.
No, it wasn't there before. And also the passenger entrance door has been moved forward to a smaller cockpit entry door for the cockpit area. And then the other exits, service doors, overwing exits are all removed.
Okay. So, oh my goodness. I'm getting ready. I'm so sorry for that. So, what happened to the windows? You mentioned the windows already. Are they painted, or did they took off the paint?
They covered with, like you said, melted sheets on the
Okay.
inside, yes, but not painted.
Because packages, they don't need any windows, right?
Usually,
Absolutely right, yeah.
you never know.
So, Can a passenger pilot, for example, fly this plane? Because it's still an A321. Can a passenger pilot fly this plane, or do you have to have a special license to fly a cargo aircraft?
No. Every pilot who has a license for A320 family from Airbus and has passed a short training, a short introduction onto the cargo plane, he can fly or she can fly this plane easily. It's the same, following the same procedures as every other A320 or A321 or 319. We at CityLine, we have a 319 fleet, so we can switch between both worlds, I say, between cargo flights and passenger flights, and we will see.
Yeah, and what about the package you carry on? Do you have to know what you're carrying? Because I mean, when you fly a passenger aircraft, you have to know sometimes what kind of passengers are on board. How is it with packages?
So it's not really important. It's some fruits, or maybe it's toilet paper, like some cavaliers had been very important. But nevertheless, for us it's important the weights, of course, for us, for our calculations, and if there are some dangerous goods, because if something happens with dangerous goods, we have special procedures to follow. That's important for us, and so this is the notifications we get and what we have to know.
Okay. I mean, it's not a mean question, but isn't it a type of boring being a pilot of a freighter, because there are no passengers on board, there are no kitchens, no crew members, because usually we knock on the door and say, hey, how you doing, guys, do you need anything, we chat a little bit. That won't happen.
For sure, we were missing this.
Yeah.
And we have to brew our coffee by ourselves. Yeah, we have a little galley for the pilots. We can heat up water and have a really small oven in there. Yeah, we will see how does it work. On the other hand, you don't need to do any passenger announcement and so on. And we will miss the cabin, but as I told you, we have the best of both worlds. We can swap between passenger flights and cargo flights.
Okay, that's perfect. And I guess a lot of questions, they ask themselves, how many packages, what's the maximum weight this aircraft can take?
Yeah, this aircraft can carry 28,000 kilo cargo, 28 tons. We can load in the upper deck and the main deck 14 containers, and in the lower deck another 10 containers. The floor has been reinforced, and a cargo or a container loading system is installed, which is very important to make loading and offloading quicker. This will save time and costs at the end.
Okay, so are there only packages inside, or is it maybe also possible to, deliver horses, for example, or maybe cars?
So our focus is on the e-commercial transportation, which has become more and more important during the last years. So this is what we're focusing on. Of course, horses and something like that are transported, but on the bigger aircrafts. So at Lufthansa Cargo itself, there they transport them, but not in our aircraft, no.
Okay. And what I heard is that this aircraft is more sustainable. But why is it that?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, the A321 is the most efficient aircraft in its class, and so it makes sense to use this also for a cargo platform.
Okay.
It's better than older generation, maybe the 737 cargo version, 737-200, and the other cargo aircrafts are mostly wide bodies. And we are in between, and we try to use this gap for the business.
All right. So are there still destinations you're looking forward to fly to? Oh, she's saying yes already? Which one? Can you mention one?
It's always great to get new destinations. That's what we've been looking for. It's a difference to see a new airport and to see everything around and the whole operation. And we got beautiful new destinations. Not only Dublin, we've been there before.
Yeah.
But like Istanbul, Tel Aviv, everything, something I've never been to. I don't know about you.
I was,
Yes, but it's new and exciting, and so we're happy for that as well. And I think there will be a couple of more we not know at the moment, so we're very excited for that.
Yeah, but I think so. There will be. So thank you for your time. Thanks for joining us. You're so welcome. And I wish you all the best for the first flight going to Dublin at
10
4:25? 10 past? 10 past is the final takeoff time now. So thank you so much, and yeah, hopefully see you soon again.
Thank you very much.
Take
Take care.
Thank you.
I will.
Okay.
There we go. Let's open up my umbrella. Thank you so much. And let's check out the loadmaster. Where is she? Da-da-da-da-da. Whoa. There we go. Marion, she's already waiting there. Perfect. Marion, that's your mic.
Thank you.
There you go. Oh my goodness. What a beep weather. But you're doing good? Yeah. You're doing good?
Yes,
Perfect.
quite wet, but
So, I mean, this is a new baby joining our fleet now. But what's the difference between the A321F between, let's say, 777? And please don't say it's the size, because we know it's quite smaller.
yes, you're right. The size is obvious and the weights, but size is relative. For us, it's a smaller aircraft, but for the colleagues of CityLine, it's the biggest aircraft in their fleet. Other differences, as you can see, the side cargo door is located in the front of the aircraft and opposite to the 777, where it is located in the back.
Ah, okay.
On the 777, we have 2 loading lanes on the left side and on the right side, which are both accessible even after loading. On this aircraft, we only have 1 loading lane, and once loaded, the main deck is not longer accessible.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's what we mentioned before, because we were trying to enter through the stairways, but it was impossible. So,
Correct.
okay, that makes sense then. But
Correct.
what are the biggest challenges in your task of getting the A321 into the air? Are there any specialties about this aircraft?
Due to the conversion from a passenger aircraft to a freighter, it is quite sensitive for operational limits
Okay.
given by the aircraft manufacturer Airbus when it comes to combined deck loading.
Okay, so what exactly does it mean?
Yeah, especially when you get closer to the maximum position weights, weight differences from 30 to 50 kilo can exceed one or multiple of those limits.
Oh, okay. So you have to stay inside the maximum weights.
Yes, and for planning, but even if you are below,
Yeah.
you get close to those given limits by Airbus, which can be exceeded whenever there are weight differences from 30 to 50 kilos, maybe because you have a express load coming late at the aircraft. This can already exceed then those limits, and that's why load planning is quite complex for our load controllers.
Okay. We already heard that a pilot of a passenger aircraft, of an A321, can fly both aircrafts. But how was the preparation for you and your crew for this aircraft?
Yes. Okay, so as soon as we have been provided the official data and figures for this aircraft, we stored them into our weight and balance system, and then we did a lot of testing. In parallel,
What kind of testing?
testing what I just told you, we tried out how the aircraft behaves, where the center of gravity specials are, and to check those limits and when they are exceeded.
Okay.
So we did a lot of testing to prepare our stuff that we had to qualify in the end, also for this, for the handling of this aircraft. Also in parallel, we did the preparation of our aircraft type specific manuals, which are a precondition again for the contents for our trainings. And having this, our training department had to prepare and conduct online and on-site trainings on short notice.
Oh, okay. So that was quite time critical then.
Yes, the time was a challenge, and to
Okay.
get our stuff qualified right away that we can do and start the operation today.
So how was the preparation then today so far? Were there any complications, or was it just a time critical situation as well for today.
No, for today it was not time critical, as it is the first flight and the flight is not fully loaded. We had a lot of time, everything was well prepared. I guess this will not be like that in the future.
Of course it will, of course.
But but everything went smooth. We are ready, nearly ready to go.
Perfect, that sounds good. So let's see whether my next guest is ready to go. It's gonna be CCO Ashwin Bhatt. Thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully there won't be any other problems, and I hope there will be a lot of a lot of sunshine for the next flights.
At Dublin.
At Dublin, yeah, we hope so. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
So let's check where Ashwin is. Inside, let's just follow me. Oh, he's inside, so that means I don't need the umbrella anymore. There we go. Oh, perfect. Ashwin.
Hi.
Oh, perfect. You got the right spot for this type of weather. Oh, perfect. Nice having you here. And how is it for you staying here and checking this aircraft, this new aircraft? How proud are you?
First of all, good afternoon. And in spite of the dampening weather, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the new aircraft. And we are excited at Lufthansa Cargo to be stepping into a new business segment. We are excited to offer a new service, new capacity, new product to our customers. With the A321F, we can offer an attractive same-day product to our customers within Europe and to some medium-haul destinations. What we can offer is also main deck capacity within Europe.
Yeah, and what offer does Lufthansa Cargo provide for example, we heard it before, e-commerce?
That's the segment we're talking about. Along with same-day product, we are stepping into the e-commerce segment. So what we can offer is certainly what Lufthansa Cargo is known for, quality and the expertise. But on top of that, we are offering the capacity, the new product to our e-commerce customers. But what this A321F is providing is flexibility. Flexibility in terms of the network. And we can adjust the network according to the customer's need or the customer's want. We can offer a charter service.
Oh, you can do?
Yes.
Perfect.
We can certainly offer a charter service on a single event, or we can even offer an ACMI deal where a customer can take the whole aircraft for a longer duration of time. And that's what the e-commerce segment and the same day, it's about flexibility and the reliability which the customers want.
And there were many questions, how many stations you might be flying to in the future. Do you already know?
I can
With the
tell you with the
A321.
first aircraft. With the first aircraft, we are flying to 7 destinations. We start with this aircraft flying to Manchester and Dublin. We are foreseen as Istanbul, Cairo, Tel Aviv, Tunisia, and Malta. And the second aircraft is due in August. So wait and watch, more to come. More exciting destinations to come.
Yeah, you just mentioned it, more to come. So are there any further destinations you can already mention?
Like I stated, it depends on the customer's demands, it depends on the customer's want, and we will design it according to the customer's wishes.
Okay, and are there any time limits, or can we also, be prepared for, let's say, in the next year, when you can offer maybe new destinations?
Yes, we are in logistics, so we are always prepared, and the last years has shown us to be flexible and to take the situation as it comes. So yes, we have a short list, but we don't want to preempt our customers' requirements. So we will wait and have this dialogue with our customers who are here as well in front of us, and design our network according to that.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Bhatt, for joining us. And I can really see you excited about this new aircraft. And there are a lot of other colleagues who are also excited about this new aircraft. And they sent us a video, and that really shows the cargo spirit. Just check it out.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Stein ahead.
3, 2, 1.
We are waiting for you in Istanbul.
We are waiting for you in Frankfurt.
We are waiting for you in Cairo.
We are waiting for you in Malta.
We're waiting for you in Tunis.
We look forward to seeing you in Dublin and Manchester. We are waiting for you in Tel Aviv.
And we also do have another message, a video message from Mackenzie Ludwig Hausmann. I mean, he's not really a fortune teller, but he says the future might be bright for us.
What is the outlook for the e-commerce market?
Well, the outlook for the e-commerce market is exceptionally good. We all know how e-commerce grew during the pandemic, and it's not going to stop, quite frankly. There's kind of e-commerce that we know. There's also cross-border e-commerce, and that's particularly relevant for logistics providers, for air cargo, for Lufthansa Cargo, an opportunity as well. So what we know is that less than 20% of all retail is today sold online. And out of that, even less than 20% cross-border. But we see both of that growing. That means cross-border e-commerce will outgrow normal e-commerce, and we will see it to be a kind of $1 to $2 trillion market in terms of merchandise sold cross-border in the internet in 2025. And that's a unique opportunity that also allows for unique logistics solutions. It's clearly not a one-size-fits-all demand in terms of logistics, because cross-border parcel shipping is very complicated. There are express providers, there are postal carriers, and they all play a part, but there's also opportunity for new innovative solutions. And it's great to see that Lufthansa Cargo was one of the first capturing it with the foundation of Hayworld as a subsidiary. And there's more to come. And that's also why kind of we are talking about narrow body freighters today.
Which role will mid-haul freighters play in it?
Well, mid-haul freighters or narrow body freighters will play a huge role in the e-commerce market, in cross-border e-commerce logistics, quite specifically. Well, what we know is in normal air cargo, almost everything is flown on the intercont routes. So maybe 90% of the tonnage or more. Continental movements don't play a big role, also because you can truck it. It's not kind of as important to have it next day all the time. But for e-commerce, it's different. We know that 60% of cross-border e-commerce shipments still get transported intercontinentally, but 40% are flown intra-continents. And there, narrow body freighters or mid-haul freighters come into play. We again know that express players have used them for decades already. But that's a premium product that's sometimes much too expensive to cater to e-commerce. So what we are seeing is that kind of new innovative solutions require new efficient freighter aircraft, because you need to kind of have enough capacity. You need to enable next day or 2-day door-to-door deliveries. And that's where the offering of Lufthansa Cargo comes into play. And we see also others, Amazon at the forefront, kind of having established that network with narrow body freighters. And therefore, I do believe there's a lot of opportunity to capture, because trucks don't get you there fast enough. And across waters and other use cases.
How do you see Lufthansa Cargo's offer for the market?
Well, Lufthansa Cargo's offer for the market is quite ambitious and unique, I would say. As said before, there's a big opportunity also for air cargo carriers. Not many have really gone after it yet. Lufthansa Cargo was the first, not only with Hayward providing a more door-to-door service for e-commerce. It's now also kind of the first of air cargo, classical air cargo carriers to introduce narrow-body freighters. As I said before, 40% of the e-commerce cross-border shipments are intra-continent. And that's not only Asia, not only Americas, that's also Europe. And therefore, this is potentially the last missing link. You have Hayward as Lufthansa Cargo. You now have the narrow-body freighters. That fits perfectly together into a big unmet market opportunity. And last thing, the A321 is also the most state-of-the-art, most environmentally friendly narrow-body aircraft compared to a lot of Boeing 757 and 737 usually used in that market. So also in that dimension, a unique and ambitious offering, hopefully set up for success in the future.
Thanks and greetings to Ludwig Hausmann. Like I said already, it really looks like a bright future for us, and Mr. Hausmann, we take that for granted. So let's join and welcome Mr. Moritz Köhler. He has the project lead of the A321F. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
So how many pallets and container can fit into the A321F?
So we have the capability to do like 14 pallets in the main deck and 10 in the lower deck.
So it's how many in the main deck?
14.
14?
Yeah.
And 10 in the main deck?
Yes, a lower deck.
Lower deck. Yeah, perfect. Then, I mean, there's one right here, one container. Let's just check out the container, how it looks like, because it's an AAY container.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
So what you can see is, first of all, a little bit smaller, and it has two edges, so like one on here and one on the top. And that's basically to fit perfectly into the contour of the A321 Freighter.
Okay, but are these containers often used for Lufthansa?
Well, not yet. They're quite new. On the 777 we use other ones. So this is really something new for us, and we have brandly new ordered them for this operation.
Okay, and is there does that have a special size?
Yeah, these are 88-inch containers with 125-inch in the width, and the height is 82-inch, so this is 2 meters 8, which is a little bit smaller compared to the 777, but still much taller than we are.
Okay. Yes, that's true. That's true. And what about those containers? Are they leased or do we own them?
So this one is leased, but we will basically buy 50 of them. Oh. And they are basically now coming stepwise to basically come into stock. And Jatainer, our company, is taking care of those.
Okay. And is it also possible to load up? How's it called? Load
pallets.
Build up pallets. Genau. Exactly.
Yeah, we can do that as well. So on these 14 positions in the main deck, we could use also the same contour on the same floor size technically, and load this with cargo. Yeah, and then we put a net over it, and then this is safe and sound as well.
So that means they are standardized then?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And what is Lufthansa going to do in order to allow like a safe transport, so every customer can be sure that their load will arrive in a safe way?
Yeah. So first of all, as we use containers, this is easy to load, it's secure for the cargo.
What kind of material is it?
Aluminium, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
But on the other way, these are fire-resistant containers, and this is special for us that we picked. They're basically securing the flight in the main deck, the cargo, basically in case of any security issues, these fire-resistant containers will support us. In the lower deck, we don't need this. There we have a fire-suppressing system in place.
Okay. Perfect. That sounds pretty good. And like you said, you're going to order 50 more of them. So we might need some more of these aircrafts, right?
We are hoping for that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Now we talked about the inside and how many containers we can load. Now we're going to check out the outside, the painting. looks good, don't you think so? But like all the time in life, it's not always about looking good. It's also about customized quality, about flexibility, and of course, time matters. And that's the name of our logistic partner, Time Matters. And CEO Alexander Cohn also appreciates the advantages of the A321F.
Time Matters is active in the field of same-day delivery. What exactly does same-day delivery mean?
Same-day delivery means for us, as the experts for time-critical transportation, that we are able to pick up shipments at our customers in the morning and deliver them as fast as possible in the evening to destination on the very same day. We do this together with hundreds of partners, partner airlines and road partners, and even partly by rail. And those partners are connected in our network in the fastest possible way. We make sure that we are able to pick up shipments, that we do customs clearance for our customers, orchestrate the transportation, make sure that we have very, very fast transits on the transit points, and then delivering on time at the highest quality to our customers. This is especially important for customers which are transporting urgent spare parts, which have, let's say, critical situations in their production facilities and where they have to avoid production standstills, or where important documents or samples have to be transported in the fastest possible way.
What does Time Matters offer its customers here?
We are offering to our clients a dense global same-day network. Together with 20 partner airlines, we are serving more than 200 stations in the world. The same-day network has the fastest connectivity available on the market. We are able to deliver shipments up to 45 minutes before departure to an aircraft, and we have transit times between our partner airlines of less than 1 hour available. And we operate this network for sure not only with our partners, but also based on our own courier terminals in Frankfurt and Munich, which are serving as the major hub stations, helping to increase speed and reliability in the network. The network offers pick-up services at the customer's premises and delivery services to the destination of the customer. And we are also offering value-added services like customs clearance as well. And all of this can be booked with just a few clicks on our website in a highly efficient way, where customers in a user-friendly interface can book all the services related to the same-day network.
What role do medium-haul flights, such as now offered by the Lufthansa Cargo with the A321F, play in this?
Medium-haul flights are very important for our network, and the new A321 Freighter is adding additional capacity to this already very dense network. With the new stations opened in Tunis, Cairo and Istanbul, we are able to complete our European network in an even higher degree. The new freighter is also offering additional capacities for larger shipments and is allowing us to serve especially our customers from the semicon industry as well as from the automotive industry in a new way and help them to speed up critical shipments from those destinations.
The new transportation opportunities is not only an advantage for us, also, of course, for our partners, and especially Timo Schember, Managing Director of Hayworld. He also sent us a video message.
Hayworld is active in the field of e-commerce. What exactly does Hayworld offer its customers here?
Hayworld simplifies and digitalizes cross-border e-commerce logistics by orchestrating all providers along the supply chain and offering a high-quality, one-stop shop solution. This means that we take care about the deliveries from the warehouses of our customers until your doorstep at home. As a digital forwarder, we offer a service that is faster than mail and more price efficient than express services. We invest in software and this beautiful new sorting machine here in Frankfurt.
What is a sorter? What does it do?
The sorter does not only sort parcels to 25 different destinations, but also scans, weighs and measures each single parcel on a piece level. Thus, we are able to offer a very strong service level of only 3 days for deliveries within Europe and 6 to 7 days for intercontinental deliveries. Besides that, the sorter enables a piece level tracking, even in air freight.
What role do medium-haul flights, such as now offered by the Lufthansa Cargo with the A321F, play in this?
The new A321 freighters simply enable cross-border e-commerce. By providing the capacity on the new mid-haul destinations, we have the opportunity to enter new markets as Hayworld. As an example, we started to work on the new Turkish market together with Lufthansa Cargo this month. As a result of this joint cooperation, we will have the first shipment of one of the biggest e-commerce companies from Turkey on the first flight of the new freighter in mid-March. That's truly a success story and helps us to grow our company.
Thank you, Mr. Schamber, and I would like to welcome now Mr. Engenhoff, Vice President of Lufthansa Cargo.
Thank you very much.
So, what does it mean for you to have this aircraft, this freighter? What does it mean to you, and especially, of course, for our customers?
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning that we have these freighters coming to the stations Malta, Manchester, and Dublin, predominantly because they're obviously surrounded by water, and when it comes to Manchester, with the Brexit, we had many disruptions on the border. Customs declarations were filled out. Corona regulations have slowed down our transportations from the island. And in these 3 markets, it's a long-awaited freighter capacity coming into the marketplace. And all our customers are super excited. And on top of that, not only having the belly capacity, but also be able to have a main deck offered into the rest of the world is just great. Apart from having this freighter as a feeding option into Frankfurt and then to rest of the world, we also believe there's a lot of intra-European traffic that we can catch, and that is a very interesting and very speedy and fast transport option for these markets. Again, the first 3 stations in Western Europe are basically islands, and have their particular difficulties to basically transport goods of any kind into the world.
I mean, you were talking about so many advantages now, but I guess there's a lot of work behind that. So, which preparations were needed in the different stations before all that?
Yeah, thanks for the question. It's actually not that you just jump on an aircraft, fly anywhere. It's loads of things to do. Station audits have to be done. We have to check if the equipment is ready, is serviceable, if the necessary trainings in the ground handling staff are done. And that was not the case, so we had to do a lot of trainings. Plus, we have to ensure that aircraft handling responsibilities are sorted out. There are several levels of aircraft handling capabilities and qualifications that you need to ensure. And this all requires time, yes, but everybody was so super excited, including our partners at the airport, handling agents, airport authorities, that it all went pretty smoothly. Really to say that a big thank you to all the partners that we had that made this happen as well. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your kind words, and let me just ask one more question. Is there any celebration maybe planned after takeoff, which might be in around about 20 minutes?
Yeah, actually, at the moment we have not planned big customer events, but once we have built a bit of a routine, we are certainly able to perform customer events as well. The pity is that particularly the routings that I mentioned are happening overnight, so it will be difficult to have people getting up at 3:30 in the morning to celebrate with us on the apron.
All right. So thank you so much for your impressions about the new common A321. Is going to be the first flight and the first takeoff here from Frankfurt, commercial takeoff. which is going to be happening in round about 20 minutes, like I mentioned it before. So let's see how far they are. I don't know, is that? Let me just... Okay. Yeah, let's just check out the video of the A321 from yesterday night. Nice pictures, nice view yesterday, and it was a pretty nice environment when we saw these A321 standing at the apron position. But now I just checked outside. The flight pusher is not there already. So we're just gonna check out some new impressions out of this aircraft. In front of this aircraft, we check out the situation. Just give me a second. Let me just lean around. No. The stairs, they are still at the aircraft, so let's just get some more impressions from the new A321F here in Frankfurt.